Good afternoon, folks. Just when I thought I wouldn't have anything to talk about in a video today, stuff came my way. So let's talk about the cooties. The cooties 19. I got to avoid saying the one word because YouTube catches it and they don't like it. So here's what I'm going to talk about it today because other people are talking about it all of a sudden. Like, people are always, but people I wouldn't expect, right? So I follow Aubrey Marcus. He's one of the co-owners of Onnit, their supplement company. He's talking about it. He's frustrated for different reasons, you know. And then my dude Trevor, Real Business Owners, in his Instagram, he's talking about, a lot of people are in a funk. For me, I kind of forgot about it a little bit. Like, I'm not leaving my house. I'm an introvert. I'm cool. Like, I've got cabin fever a little bit. There's some stuff I'd like to do, but I'm mostly cool, right? In fact, right now, I feel better than I have maybe ever. Maybe ever. I feel right now today, I feel more resolved, more at peace, more determined than even 9 months ago, right? Shitty things are gonna happen. They're gonna happen. They are. It's how we relate to what that thing is. One of the things, so I started meditation. And one of the things I started to realize is that life, I've kind of used a metaphor of like driving a car and being in control. And life isn't that. You can control some things, right? So I feel like life is more like surfing than driving. You can control what you're going to do while you're on the wave, but you can't control when those waves are going to come, right? So things are going to happen, and you have to just roll with it. And meditation's good. So you got to come back to gratitude, right? Gratitude. And when is gratitude most powerful? When you can have gratitude for the shittiest things, right? Can you have gratitude at the loss of a family member? That's crazy. It's crazy talk. But maybe the loss of your family member, somebody dying in your family, can make you see much more how precious your own moments are and make you change something you're doing. And that's just one example, right? So the cooties, it is shitty. It's shitty. People are dying. Nobody wants to agree on what we should do about it, right? Everyone's got their ideas. You do you. If you want to go, not wear a mask and stuff, I don't care. I don't care. Do what you do. Because I'll just take my own precautions separately. So that's cool. There's no reason for me to get after people. That's their business. During those first couple weeks, I was freaked out pretty good. And, I was engaging in some really bad behaviors. My eating got to an all-time level of shittiness. And I would actually feel sick afterwards. Not like sick like I ate too much. Like sick like just something wasn't right. So I'm like, oh, this is probably pre-diabetes. Let's go ahead and not keep eating ice cream like it doesn't matter, right? So I curtailed that, and it also got me thinking more about, hey, your shit's on a clock. Get it together, man. And it still took me some time to get it back together. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. As we do in my video series. So, I was talking about having gratitude and what this did for me. Okay, what it did for me. Made me really look at relationships better. Made me really... Like, I appreciate my coworkers so much more. I miss them. I miss them a lot. but I'm also not gonna like my lungs are for shit, so I'm not gonna be stupid either. Um, right now, I get to pace on every call. Right, I work from a phone, and I get to be up and walking the whole time. Right. I finally got to pull the trigger on this ridiculous mohawk that I did myself because that's how we do. Um, and I like it a lot, and it's staying. It'll get cleaned up when I can, and the mohawk is staying. I like it. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I couldn't. There's a level of confidence, especially in where I live, to pull off something like that. Um, it's a kind of a button-down culture where I live, but I like it a lot. I wish I'd done it sooner. Work most of the day without a shirt. In case you haven't all realized, I don't care for shirts. I don't like them. And so when I get home, the first thing I do is get it off, right? So, I get up and I get dressed every day because I know working from home, if you don't do that, you can start to fall into funks. And this is what Trevor was talking about. He talked about people being in a funk because they're not doing their routines, right? I step my routines up. So today I got in 2 20-minute sessions of yoga. Yesterday I got in 2 13-minute sessions of meditation. I will get 2 13-minute sessions of meditation in today as well. I highly recommend it. If you put a comment here to know what meditation I'm doing, I will have that. I'll put a link to it because I just found it on YouTube and it's great. It is great. Oh my goodness. It is a weird sensation. In the beginning, you're going to be like, what is this? I don't want to do this. And then you're like, when does it end? And then you settle in and you're like, oh, it's done already. So, I've been really enjoying that. Give me just a second here. Here's some household activity and I don't want to get interrupted. Okay, what else? What other gratitude do I have? And let me restate that again. Having gratitude for a shitty thing does not mean the thing's not shitty. It does not mean that you're glad it happened. It means that you're, it sounds cliche, looking on the bright side, but I mean, you have a choice. You can wallow in the misery of it. And what does that get you? Or you can try to find gratitude in what it is. And depression, sadness, these emotions can't coexist at the same time as gratitude. It's what I learned from Tony Robbins. So it's a great way to pull yourself out of that. So Trevor's talking about routines, and he is 100% right. I get up every morning early. Today I was up at 4:30. I was up real early today. Shower, get dressed, and then after about 2 hours, pull my shirt off. Drop a comment down here. If there's a shitty thing in your life and you can find a way to have gratitude about it, it would be nice for people to see that. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up today. All right, guys.